everyone, and welcome to your foam roller workout. So we're gonna start with your hands just right on top of the roller, legs are crossed in front of your body, and we're gonna wave through your spine. So nod the chin, roll your body front, press the roller away, and then lift your chest to come back in. Do that again, just nod your chin, rolling it front, pressing away, and then lift your chest to come back in. A few more like that, just nod the chin, rolling it front, lengthen and lift back up. One more time, and again, nod the chin, rolling it down, and then lengthen and lift. Now reverse it. Lead with your chest on the way down. Drop your head, curve your spine, roll it up. And again, lead with your chest on the way out. Then drop your head, rolling it back and up. Two more times, you guys. Reaching it up. Drop your head, rolling it back and up. One more time, reaching it away. Drop your head, rolling it back and up. Good, now stay tall from here. Let's go ahead and flip your legs into a mermaid and place your roller to the side. So one leg out, one leg bent in front. Hand on the roller wherever it feels best, other arm out to the side. Lift up the arm. Now let the roller kind of roll up your arms. You reach, and then lengthen and lift back tall. Do that again. Go ahead and lift up, reach to the side, and then lengthen and lifting back up. That's it. Go ahead and reaching it up, and then lifting it back out. This time stay in your side bend. So go ahead and reach it up. Now rotate toward the roller. Press the roller so it's in your hands. Now do that same wave you did before. So roll the body up. Lead with your chest on the way down. Rolling it up. Lead with your chest out. One more time, rolling it up. Lead with your chest out. Now from here, go ahead and move your hand back to the roller. Reach it to the side. Come all the way up, lift. Let's go ahead and switch your feet to the other side. So just swing your feet off to the side. Roller on your hip. Other arm out, straight stretch to the side to start. So go ahead and reach up. Big stretch up and over. And then lengthen and lift back tall. Good, you guys. And again, go ahead and reaching it up. Big stretch. And then reaching it up tall. Good, and again, reaching it up. And then lengthening back up. This time stay in your side bend, so go ahead and reach it up. Now rotate toward the roller, get both hands on it. Start that same wave you had before. So roll your body up, then lead with the chest on the way down. And again, drop the head, rolling it up. Lead with your chest on the way out. And again, rolling it up. Lead with your chest on the way out. Stay here. Bring the hand back to the middle of the roller. Lift up, find your side bend, and then come all the way up from here. Great job, you guys. We're gonna take the roller and we're gonna be laying down in it. So I want you to turn it the long way. I'm gonna have a seat on the very, very front. And then we're gonna lay all the way down so your head is supported. So once you're sitting on it, just give yourself some support as you roll down with your hands or your feet. And if your head's not on the roller, you've got to scoot down a little bit further. So we wanna make sure tailbone and head are able to be supported by the roller here. Once you're on there, keep your feet on the mat for some support. Reach your arms up to the ceiling and go ahead and wrap your arms across and give yourself a big hug. Now from here, just reach your arms wide and let them go open down toward the floor. Now go ahead and cross your arms the other way for a big hug, wrap around. Give yourself a little love and then reaching it out, big stretch to the side. That's it. Feel your shoulder blades come together toward the rollers. Reach those arms wide and really reaching it back out and open. One more time, go ahead and reaching it across. And then big reach out to the side. Now from here, take your hands, just place them on the floor by your side. We're gonna find a little tuck in your pelvis and bring one leg off the mat. Now I want you to give a little pressure down through your hands and go ahead and lift your other leg up. Holding it here, reach one leg out at a time. So reach one leg away, then as you bend the knee, reach the opposite leg out. Good, now keep reaching your legs together so they're both moving at the same time here. Notice if you feel a little wobbly on the roller, think about really activating your abs, giving gentle pressure down through your hands, and really extending out. Now see if you can pick up the pace a little bit from your legs. Picking up the pace will make it harder to balance. So keep reaching, press, that's it. You got it for 4 and 3, last 2, and 1, tuck both knees in. Now go ahead and lower one foot and the other foot down to the floor. Keep your feet anchored. We're gonna curl the head and shoulders up. So nod the chin, curl your body forward, let your arms float off the floor toward your feet, and then lower your body back down to the mat. Same thing again, nod the chin, curl the body, really reaching it up, think about your ribcage sliding down toward your hips, and then lowering your body back down. Excellent, and again, nod the chin, curl the body up, really lifting, and lowering your body back down to the mat. Great job, a few more, nod the chin, curling the body up, slide the ribcage down, lowering your body back down. One more time, just nod the chin, curl the body up, lift, and lowering it back down. Now stay where you are, reach your arms straight above your chest toward the ceiling. Arms scissor your arms. Reach one arm down, one arm overhead, then lift up and scissor. Now because your arms are doing opposite things, it might feel a little bit harder to balance here, so you might feel a little bit wobbly side to side. Focus again on getting those abs to activate even though they're in the lengthened position. And give gentle pressure down through both feet here. So really lift up and reach. Doing great, you guys. Reaching up, scissor out. A few more like this, lift and scissor. And again, reach out, scissor down. 2 more times, reaching up and scissor. 1 more time, lift and scissor out. And reach both arms above your chest toward the ceiling and just lower your hands down by your side. Keep your palms gently pressing down in the mat. We're gonna lift up your legs 1 more time. So find your inward position, little tuck in your pelvis. Bring one leg up on your tabletop. Stabilize through your arms and pelvis, and then go ahead and lift your opposite leg up. And we're gonna tap 1 foot down toward the mat at a time. So go ahead and lower 1 foot down and lift it up, and tap the other foot down. And once you get going, make both legs move at the same time again. So tapping 1 foot down at a time, holding that tuck in your pelvis. Your feet may touch the floor, they may not. Again, that doesn't really matter. I want you to focus on holding that tuck in your pelvis and try to use your arms as little as possible to press down for support. So really try and find your balance and then move through the legs. Now see if you can move a little bit faster, just like before. It doesn't matter how fast, that part's gonna be up to you, but just keep reaching, pressing for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1, both legs up, then lower 1 foot at a time down onto the floor. From here, go ahead and roll off the side of the roller, so come on off. Once you're off, we're gonna come on up from here. We're gonna take that roller and turn it the short way again. And we're gonna have your hands on the floor and your shins right on top of the roller. From here, we're gonna do a few knee tucks in and out. So think about plank position when you're pressing those legs. So go ahead and reach your legs away from you. Now just bend your knees, tuck them in toward you. So reach away and then pulling it in. Now as you're doing this, really tuck the pelvis under to pull. Let the roller roll across your shins. Really press, pulling it in. 2 more here. And pulling it in. 1 more time. And pulling it in. When you come on in, just come on down to your knees. Now we're gonna move the roller so it's on top of your quads here. We're gonna do the same plank position. So I want you to walk your knees behind the roller this time. And go ahead and lay your hips forward so you're resting right underneath your pelvis here. And from this position, I want you to come on down into your forearms. Once you're on your forearms, go ahead and walk out a little bit further. And once you're here, just give a little saw back and forth. So you want to feel like you're on the quads, so somewhere between your knees and your hips here. And that's just going to give you a little massage as you're rocking back and forth to really loosen up the front of your legs here. And don't be afraid to put pressure more on one side than the other, so you can kind of shift your weight over to one side if you feel like you have a little bit of a tight spot. But just give yourself that little rock back and forth. A little bit of work for your upper body here, pressing out. And next time, I'm going to have you just press your body backward, let your knees drop down to the mat. Go ahead and come on off the roller. Keep it the short way, but just slide it back a little bit. We're going to flip over so you're on your back. We're going to be leaning against it this time. So once you're there, I want you to hit your rib cage on the roller and bring your hands behind your head. We're going to do some small crunches here, so let your body go back, feel the roller kind of roll under you, and then as you curl up, let it roll back a little. So you've got a little teeter-tottering happening with the roller. So don't be afraid to let it move. That's what we want it to do. It's going to be a nice little massage underneath your shoulder blades as you pull up and forward. So as you're crunching, let that roller move underneath your body. And again, let your whole body weight rest into it. We've got 2 more here, reaching, pulling it up. 1 more time. And pulling it up. Now from here, I want you to keep your feet about hip distance apart. I'm going to make sure you have even pressure down through your feet. Take your hands, tuck your elbows in. We're going to lift your hips up. So go ahead and roll the hips up and roll the hips down. Do that again. Go ahead and lift the hips up, roll them down. This time, keep your hips lifted and give a little pressure through your feet to roll the roller down across your rib cage this time. So really pressing down, feel the roller come down to your rib cage and then rolling it back up. So nice little massage across the ribs through all those little muscles in between, all your intercostals, and just keep pressing back and forth, seeing where you feel comfortable, pressing it out, reaching it in. That's it, everyone. And 1 more time here. When you come back in, just go ahead and lower your hips back down. We're going to pull your body up from here. So once you're back up, we're going to go ahead and have a seat right on top of the roller this time. So go ahead and sit right on top of the roller. Now, we have to get in position for this. So hands going to come down on one side of the roller. Take your opposite leg, bring it into a figure 4 stretch across your opposite foot. But you're keeping your foot down and your hand down. Now from here, your other hand can rest wherever you feel comfortable. Give yourself a little roll along your glutes. So because you have one leg lifted, you can kind of offload more weight onto one hip than the other, but make sure you counterbalance with your hand and your foot. Make sure you're not rolling all over the place on the floor. And just kind of roll through your hips. Make sure you're getting even pressure through both glutes. A little bit more on one side, a little bit more on the other side. See if you feel like you have any tight spots that you want to kind of hit. And you can even roll a little bit more onto that side of your hip, wherever feels tighter, like you might need it. And then just come on back to center. Let's go ahead and do that on the other side. So foot down, opposite hand back, bring it across, figure four, and just start that little bit of a roll side to side, or I should say forward and back. But use your foot and your hand to kind of propel this. Make sure all your body weight's going down in the glutes. If you feel like you need a little support to lift up, use your foot to kind of bridge your hips up if it feels like it's too intense here. Sometimes when you first do this rolling work, it feels like, that's a lot. So you might want to ease up off it a little bit. But just see where you feel tight, so you might need some rolling. And then go ahead and bring your hand down, lower that foot. Coming up from where you are. From here, I'm going to have you go ahead and take that roller and place it back on the side of your hip. So we're going to sit on the roller to start. Bring your forearm down and keep your bottom leg lifted. Back foot on the mat. Now from here, you're just going to roll along your leg on the side. Now this is where you can hit your IT band. So if you hit a part that feels really tender, you're probably on it. So roll forward or back, deciding where you need to go. Or if you need to ease up more pressure, you can roll forward a little bit more, but bring both arms down. So that'll help support your body. And then you can determine how much body weight you put onto your leg here so you don't feel like you're gonna jump out of your skin. Good. All right, coming up from there, do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna stay facing you, so I'm just gonna flip where I am on the roller. So hip down, forearm down, reach that bottom leg out, back foot on the mat, a little bit of support. And then from there, your other arm, I'm just gonna get out of the way so you can see a little bit better, but decide where you wanna be on your leg. Kind of rolling over that hip. Remember, if it feels tender, it might need a little less pressure. So ease into this and just be gentle with your body. Good, you guys. Remember, you can kind of roll more forward, more support with both hands. Use your feet, use your arms for support. Don't just let your body scream if it feels like it's a little bit too much. And then from there, coming up from where you are, we're gonna end with a few pikes. So I'm gonna take the roller. It's gonna start pretty close to your middle of your shins here. Hands are gonna walk out. Now we're gonna be lifting up your hips to find that pike position. So go ahead and lift your hips up and then reach your hips back. So really pike those hips up toward the ceiling, pull up, lift, and then reaching it back out. So let the head drop, pull up and lift, lower it back down, let your knees bend as much as you need to pull up, and then reaching it out. One more time, and again, go ahead and lifting it up and reaching it out. Go ahead and let your knees come down. From here, go ahead and just take a shell stretch back, curve through your spine and breathe. And then just roll your body back up. But that's going to be it for your foam roller workout. And I will see you guys next time.